Hello, and today I'm going to be trying something new. Well, it's not new in the sense that I've never done this before, but this is new in the sense that this is the first time I'm recording this. Now, what exactly am I doing? I'm doing something called as deliberate practice. Now, you may have heard of it, you may have not heard of it. You may think, what the hell is this? Now, what I mean by deliberate practice is that I am going to be practicing trading. Well, not really practicing trading, that's the next step. This is practicing recording my trades and creating a notebook. And you can call it a playbook, you can call it practice how to build your setups. And in this particular iteration, I'm going to be looking at pullbacks and pullbacks upwards. So basically you buy and you sell. But anyways, you'll get a handle of what I'm talking about shortly. But what I'm doing is I'm trying to build a playbook where I screenshot trades, and I've done these screenshots in the past several times. I'm kind of recreating them because I took them first on the 5-minute time frame. I've taken them just pure 5-minute time frame screenshot at that. I thought that was good enough, but then what I realized is that I also need the 4-hour time frame to get concepts to know when exactly to buy the dip. So I did that. And now I'm realizing, I need the 1-hour time frames because in futures, which I trade, in 1 hour, it could move so much, or in 4 hours, it can move so much. That's really hard to predict, or I guess know when to buy. So this and this is 1 hour, this is 4 hours, this is daily, this is weekly, this is 5-minute. So it's really hard to know which time frame to really go at. Now my strategy is I look at the 5-minute time frame for entries, but I look at the 1 hour for general direction, and that's basically what I'm going to do. So it's really simple, and this may be a long video, but bear with me because this one video is gonna help us recap from 2021, April 2021, all the way until 2026 is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to go and find, wait for it. I'm going to find all the first pullbacks. First pullbacks to the 5 EMA, first pullbacks to the 10 EMA, first pullbacks to the 20 EMA, and first pullbacks to the 50 EMA. Now, I will be looking at pullbacks on the 1 hour time frame because this is where I would be timing my entries, and I will also then correlate it with my entry points on the 5-minute, because you should never only look at the 5-minute and take your entries and exits. Always relate it back to the 1 hour time frame. So that's what I'm doing. So what I mean by that is I will be timing my entry somewhere around here. I'll be timing my entry somewhere around here. And not this. So this is the first pullback, and it touched the 20 on the 1 hour. This is the second pullback, and it's a failed pullback, and then it just went choppy. Okay, so you can see it bounced down, bounce, first pullback to the 20. This is the first pullback, so I take this one out. Now this is the break and retest and go up. Got it? Now, I can't go further behind because it doesn't give me data, but at some point I'm going to come back. Well, I am on a plan that doesn't give me data past this time frame on the 5 minutes especially, but I'm going to come back and actually gather the data for the rest of it as well. So that will come in time. But for today's exercise, I will be looking at just kind of going through and fishing for the pullbacks. Now I want to record the pullback to the 10 EMA, pullback to the 20 EMA, pullback to the 50 EMA, and also how does it react. So in this case, it's the first pullback, second pullback, third pullback, fourth pullback, fifth pullback. Now, over here, the pullbacks would be to the 50, 50, 20, 20, 20. So it'll kind of be the same variations, but just differences in how or where you take it at. Okay, I'm so tempted to go back because I'm like, oh, I wish I could get that data, but I want to also, because I can't really buy it at this level, I also need to pay attention to where I'm buying it on the 5-minute. So as soon as I finish this, I'll then go back and look at all the rest of the data as well. So how I'm going to structure this video is I'm going to be structuring it into groups. So there'll be a video on the 1 hour, I guess 2021. I'll do 1 month's data and then I'll pause. So I'll do 1 week's data and then I'll pause. So I'll kind of break it down that way. At least you can churn it out as you go by, and that way you're not really looking at like decades worth of data, or this would be like a days long or 3 days long video. Okay, so that's my introduction into this segment on how I plan to go about it. So, and you'll see it in the next video of how I do it, but basically to summarize, I will be looking at the 1 hour, marking every pullback, and now this is just the pullback section, and I'll be doing the same for an exhaustion play, marking every exhaustion. But for this I'm going to be looking at pullbacks. So first pullback where it kind of failed, marking it down, looking at the second pullback, third pullback, and pullbacks break and retest here. Yeah, so just marking all of these levels down. Now if I go back, you'll notice that this is a perfect pullback. Let me zoom in. Yeah, so this is break, retest, or you can actually see this is the first pullback. Yeah, and you also look at the crossovers. This is perfect. Yeah, so that's basically it, and then you keep counting the pullbacks. First pullback to the was at the 200 EMA, second pullback was here, third pullback choppy, fifth pullback, sixth pullback, seventh pullback, eighth pullback, ninth pullback. Now if I look at the high time frame, and where is this going? 2021, perfect. Okay, if I go into the high time frame and I look at it, it's still choppy. So going higher as well doesn't give you a cleaner slate. Yes, it may seem more robust, but it's really hard to trade out of the 4-hour time frame. That's why we are scaling down. By scaling down, you can see a lot more clarity in these, like you know where to take it from. kind of breaks it down much better for you. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful. That's an introduction into what I'm trying to do, and I'm gonna spend a lot of time to kind of dissect all of these in the coming videos for you. So 20th April onwards is where I'm going to start, and then go month by month. I'll try to do maybe a week, like basically depending on my capacity. Maybe I'll kind of log a week of the videos, log a month of the videos. We'll figure it out. But okay, stay tuned, and hope you enjoy this series.